We are here today at Power 88 on the radio station, the T-Mac Story Morning Show, where we're going to speak on the awareness of the fake marijuana weed. And also, when a kid gets in trouble, we want to make sure that they are getting the right legal assistance. We have A.J. Thompson, a paralegal today. We're going to give some insight and some light on that as well. Here we go on the T-Mac Story Morning Show. Yo, DJ Thump. They can't stop me from saving the kids. This is your boy, T-Mac, Las Vegas. What's going on? Turn me up. Let's go.
Kenny, death situation, man. Y'all really understand how I feel right now, man. It's your boy Kanye Titter. Shut down, what's going on?
Go.
Yeah.
Ready?
I drink a boost for breakfast and it.
Good morning, Las Vegas, and welcome to the T-Mac Story Morning Show. My name is Thomas Harris. I'm your guest. And also, we have A.J. Thompson in the building, paralegal, that's going to give us an insight on what we are doing today. And also, we have Anthony Gonzalez, one of the producers of the T-Mac Story. Now, before we get started, let's get the sponsors out of the way, and then we're going to move right along. Now, sponsors is T's Auto Body and Paint, 649-9722. Home of the one-day service. We do collision repair. Insurance, welcome. We do it all. Also, Sight and Sound, 648-4444, where you can purchase a T-Mac Story movie. And shout out to Hair Unlimited. What's up, Mackie over there, 648-9500. Enjoy your day off. Now, our new production company, Shoot a Dream, HD cameras. We do the weddings, special occasion videos as well. For more information, 372-1121. Ask for Donnell, 204-1484. Ask for Anthony. And also the chilling discovery of the new movie that we're doing on my life, or from the streets. It's called The Other Side. Now, Anthony and a few other guys, we went to the casting call on of doing the movie, and it was kind of chilling though, because the person that I played was the other side, and which had the demon in me. And from Anthony filming me, it scared him. He called me about 12:30 at night, and he was like, "Wow, man, that was kind of crazy on the tape." And even my friends that was part of it, they came to the house and everything while I was playing that party. Like, man, don't do that no more, man. Say something else. Don't say the demon, man. But what was so chilling was when I got home from working the next following day, I started looking at these red marks on my arm. I'm like, wow, where does red mark come from? And then I took my shirt off and looked in the back, it was a long red mark. So I don't know about playing this demon part too well, but it worked out. But I might have to ask Pastor Friday about this. Saying this kind of was a little scary for me, but it was a beautiful part that we played, the movie The Other Side. And also, there will be an interactive movie where we get a chance to push play and for a person to do the right thing, or you can see a person do the wrong thing. Now, let's give a shout out to the Morning Mayhem Show. Pastor Friday with his award ceremony. Good luck to you. And also, I want to just give a thanks to, when I first came to the studio, I knew what I wanted to do, but I did not know the name of the title I wanted to call it. And Chris Brown, he reached out and helped me make the name Save the Kids. Shout out to Chris Brown. And also the LKQ out there. I was there buying parts one day, and I was just sitting down, patiently waiting, and a gentleman walked up and said, T, come here for a minute. When I walked to the counter, I seen my face on a piece of paper there, and he's like, T, sign this. A lady, she watched your video on the website, and she really liked it, and she wants you to have her autograph. She wants your autograph. So I signed it, and I was like, wow, I thought I was in trouble or something. So shout out to LKQ out there, 642-1333 if you guys need parts. And also to the new member of 88.1, DJ Fatbox. Shout out to you as well. Now, DJ Thump, I hear you got some big things going on, man.
Yes, indeed, brother.
Wow, tell us a little about it.
Well, it's a Scorpio thing, man. Big shouts out to all the Scorpios out there and Power 88, as well as my man Don Malloy putting me on a birthday party, man. It's going down November the 12th, and it's going to be at the Mix Lounge on the 64th floor, rooftop party.
Oh, wow.
Yes, indeed. We have Jennifer Williams of Basketball Wives, a host of other celebrities, and it's going down big, man. November the 12th. My birthday is actually 11/11/11.
Hey.
And, man, we got a party that night. It's going to be at a secret location. You have to hit me on my Facebook page, man. I'll let you know where that location is going to be. But part 1 is going to be at the secret location. Part 2, Mix Lounge. That's right, on the 64th floor, Mandalay. And, wow, it's going down, man. You do not want to miss it.
It don't get no better than that. And the boys are going to be there.
And it's also an after-fight party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be real big as well.
Oh, wow. Excited to see that, though, man.
Yes.
Proud of you, my brother.
Yes, thank you.
All right, now let's do the shout-outs. Let's shout out to the CGTH, HDSP, the SDCC, and the FMWCC, and the FCC. And you know what that C stand for? I'm so cool. Now, Que Paso Amigos, Mayama ST Mack. Give me some love out there too as well.
Was that Spanish, T-Mac?
Oh yeah, I knew it. I took a little bit of that in school. Escuela. It's all good. So now we're gonna move right along and let's get this story going. How you doing back there, AJ? All right, now I'm gonna get a little bit into it, AJ, and from there we're gonna come back and speak to you, my brother. All right, here we go. Now there was a parent who reached out to me because a child was on probation. Now, the probation officer walked into his room and found 2 jars of synthetic weed. Now, on this, the name has been changed to protect the innocent. He was handcuffed and had to serve time in jail. The parent was in denial by its being fake weed. I explained that probation carries strict guidelines. She did not know how he received it, since he was underage. So, to the ones that is giving or buying this fake weed for the underage youth out there, you might as well say he or she is doing the time for you. Now, Mr. Bond, I have a very serious mission for you. Perhaps would any ladies be there? Of course, Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond, I need you to go into a village and help save these kids against a substance that was invented, a synthetic marijuana. Go before it's too late, let alone all the other drugs that surround these children. It's sad scientists haven't even found the effect it may cause to the brain. Hurry, Mr. Bond, before it's too late. And Mr. Bond, leave the ladies alone at Power 88. The kids need you. This substance has a license to kill. Trust no one. My name is Bond, James Bond, and we'll be right back on the T-Mac Story Morning Show. We're getting started right here on the T-Mac Story Morning Show. We're about to talk about the synthetic of the marijuana that is swiping the community. And even the parents don't even have no idea what's going on. But we're gonna bring some light right here, right now, in 2 minutes and 2 seconds on the T-Mac Story Morning Show.
Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Man, y'all don't want to miss it, man. I'm telling you. You going to be there? If you're not there, you're going to be square. Like in an old movie, man. An old movie. I saw you shaking your head. Like in an old movie. If you're not there, stick yourself, Tony. Stick yourself. Stick yourself again, Tony. Stick yourself again. You don't miss DJ Thump's party. Stick yourself, Tony. Yeah.
On the awareness of fake marijuana, or we call it fake weed. And also, we want to bring some light to this issue on what's going on. And do the parents out there really know about what other kids sneaking into the rooms and what they think is safe gets them in trouble and makes them go to jail when a probation officer comes over. So we want to share some light here today. DJ Thump, I'm sure you ain't heard of it, and you know everybody has seen it, but are the parents aware of this synthetic drug?
I'm not sure if they're aware of it, but I'm glad that you are speaking on it because they actually, what they're doing is they brought up something that supposedly gives you the same high as marijuana would give you, but it won't show up on a drug test.
Right.
And I'm not going to disclose where you can actually purchase this, but I've walked in several stores and I've actually saw it there.
Right.
Like, wow. And yes, you're right. You see teenagers walking there and they're purchasing this. Like you said, they're supposed to get the same kind of high that you would get from marijuana, but you can purchase it over the counter.
Right. Now, what bothers me is, now you have to be a certain age to, purchase it. Understand that. Now, if a child is going to jail on it, and all of a sudden, and the stores are still selling it, that's what bothers me. What do you think about that, AJ?
It's profit motive. Somebody's making some money.
Oh, okay. It's all about the money then. That's a situation where we're trying to address and bring a light to the parents out there.
Well, somebody had to sit in the laboratory and create a substance which eliminates THD, which is what lets a test know that you have marijuana in your system.
Okay.
But somebody had to sit in the laboratory to create that. And once they figured out they can get the THD out, now you can put it into a store and make it legal.
Okay. Now this substance, it haven't, we just, I guess it's just getting to Vegas though. But this substance, I read up on it. It's been out since 2002.
Absolutely.
And it seems like it's just getting to Vegas, or we just experiencing it, And what's so scary about it is the scientists haven't even did a study to see what it may cause, the effect to the brain or anything. They haven't been studied yet.
Well, actually, no drugs ever get tested. I mean, they test it on the street. That's how it goes down.
Wow. Well, I mean, it does in a situation. They tested it on mice, but right now they just haven't did the study towards the human body, and that's crazy. So
I ain't seen no mice driving.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah. So we're gonna just sit here and like I say, now my other situation is when a child gets in trouble. In a situation like this, things could be left on their record that could cause them 14 or 10 years later to not receive a job, So what I want to do, AJ, is let's take a child that's 14 years of age that's in trouble. What is the difference between an hired attorney versus one that's appointed for you in the court system? And keep in mind, we are trying to keep that youth record clean. So that's a child can go on in life to be a doctor, lawyer, etc.
Well, a lot of times people, minorities in particular, get into situations by which they may not have the money to hire an attorney, but a lot of times that comes down to what your freedom is worth. Because what ends up happening is a public defender can do everything that an attorney does, but he's getting paid a measly salary from the county or from the state. So they don't actually do the investigation that needs to get done. When you're in a criminal investigation, they don't pull the discovery and see, what evidence that actually the police have. Where an attorney that actually you're paying, he's paid to do that. That's what he does for a living. So, a lot of times we go to jail and we get convicted on what's called circumstantial evidence. When all you really need to do is have an attorney pull a jacket and say, hey, this is a boo-boo case. And a lot of times those cases can go away. But if you don't know that, then you don't do it.
So most of the time you're saying that the parent is trying to maybe not have the money, but in a situation you just want to get this case resolved.
Exactly. And what
Too fast.
Yeah, what public defenders do are make deals. that they're in the business of making deals. So, you know, and for instance, if you got, you know, you pull over for a DUI, and your first DUI normally ends up being like a slap on the hand or a parking ticket when it's all said and done. But if you end up going to a PD as opposed to an attorney, you know, they slap you with a, you know, a gross misdemeanor, something that lasts on your record, and or with a felony. And
Right.
in the state of Nevada, a felony lasts on your record for 7 to 11 years.
Wow. Now, you know, a lot of people look at it, you know, maybe $1,200 might be the cost of what it may cost to make it go away, and they might say that might be too much money there. But let's look at it, a child that's 14 years old, and all of a sudden you take $100 a year times 10 years, then that child, you know, comes 26 years old, and all of a sudden try to get a job, and next thing you know, he knocks on the door, and the application gets thrown in the trash. So let's get a call. I think we got a call. 647-3688. Welcome to the T-Mac Story Morning Show. What's your name? Go ahead. Are you there? Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to the T-Mac Story Morning Show. What's your name, buddy? Go ahead. What's your comment?
My name is Brian. And, I was just calling in to say it's good you guys are talking about this topic. But on that, the sake of marijuana, the best thing for you guys to do is check in on the legislators. This is a new drug or something new that's coming out.
Okay.
If they don't have anything that they can charge it with, the legislator has a written law on it. That's where you have to challenge it at right now.
Okay.
And the best thing you're doing is just talking about it, letting people know about it, because they're going to attack our community first.
Right.
Everything's tested out on us. And if they can make money off us in the system, which they are, you know, we're the most profitable people to be incarcerated.
Okay.
It's more of us in jail. We only make up 10% of the population.
Right.
You know? So
Now-
they target us anyway. So
Okay.
you have to fight this right now in the legislative. You got to understand, when they come out with these new laws, they'll start testing on us before they even have legislative rights to.
Right.
They probably don't even have this listed as a narcotic drug, you know, a substance.
Okay.
But they'll charge them with it and to see if it goes through the system. If they can let some judge maybe send you take a cop-out plea, then it's done.
So what do you think about the situation of it still being sold in the stores, but a child that we know that it's not a real
If it's
substance?
regulated in the stores, then it shouldn't be a crime for him to have.
There you go. Okay. Thank you so much, buddy, for calling the T-Mac Story Morning Show.
Hey, T-Mac,
Go ahead, man.
let me ask you a question, boss. Does anybody out there know if you have to be at least 18 to buy this product? And the last time I checked, I didn't see if they were testing on mice. I ain't never seen a mouse drive a bus, a school bus for our kids, or be serving them food, stuff like that. They could be doing this stuff and nobody even knows of the effect.
Yeah. Right. Now, they do have to go through the legal, you know, ID and everything in order to, you know, purchase it, though. But at the same time, I think it's kind of out there at a question of how people's going to jail and it's legal.
Well, it's the same as alcohol. I mean, underage kids drink because they go get an adult to go buy some alcohol. The same way. I mean, it's easy to somebody go into a store and buy whatever's legal and hand it off to a youth.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy right there, though. So, 647-3688. If it happened to you or your child, let's hear your side and see what you felt or why you went through the system, or did you think it was fair? 647-3688 is the number. And yeah, it's like you said, it's kind of strange out there, you know how the laws work though. But we don't make them; they do.
Well, most of the time we don't make them. And in a state like Nevada, where the majority of the population is in Clark County,
Okay.
but most of the power structure is in Carson City or Reno. And oftentimes they don't look like us. If you ever get a chance to go to a jury, you'll see that 99% of the time you might have one minority on the jury panel. So it makes it very difficult to get what we consider to be fair justice
Okay.
in a system where it's so skewed the other way.
Right. Wow. Now, studies has published testing effects of the chemical abusers. Wow. So that is strange though. So yeah. So what do you think, Anthony?
You know what, T? On some of the stories I've heard, kids be out and they be hallucinating. They be having some adverse effects, like if they're poisoned, many things like that. And right now, nobody's talking about how much is too much for a toxic effect. How much is too little? Is one puff too much? Is it like crack? Is it like meth? One hit to get you hooked forever. You know, you see children and young adults all the time smoking in the streets all the time. Who knows what they're puffing on? You know what? I have no idea of the influence that this is going to have or the far-reaching effects. And hey, and I got to be more aware of it now because it could grab any kid anywhere who's just trying to get away for a little bit, and who knows what the effects of this thing are.
Okay, we're going to take this one call, and after that, I'm going to tell you guys, I went to a lab, and I'm going to tell you what happened, or how strong this drug is. And let's take this call first. 647-3688. Welcome to the T-Mac Story Morning Show. What's your name and go with your comment?
My name is Michelle, and my comment is that we have 2.5 million black males under 25 in prison.
Okay.
That's more than we had in slavery. A lot of people in prison are in prison behind addiction, and we as a church, as a community, are not dealing with the issue of an addiction. This child is 14, has an addiction, and addiction leads to stronger drugs, and it often leads to incarceration. The child probably needs counseling. He probably needs mentoring, like a lot of black males. I'm not saying this child is a single parent, but a lot of them don't have fathers in their lives, and they're very angry. And we need to deal with the issue of counseling. Once we realize the child has an addiction, we need to address the issues that are causing the child to feel he has the need to use.
Okay, okay. Now, at the same time now, you know, we got to still understand that a child that's 14 years of age can't go into the store and buy that. So that means someone has to pass it on to them as well. So what would you say to those people out there? Are you there?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Like I said, when a child has an addiction,
okay,
doesn't matter how they have to get it. They're going to get it.
Okay.
If it's alcohol, if it's drugs, if it's marijuana, children can always get the product that they need to deal with their addiction.
There's no way around it. Okay.
Adult giving a minor a substance is not right. But what I'm saying is we're not dealing with the issues that this 14-year-old child had an addiction.
And I thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling the T-Mac Story Morning Show. All right, DJ Dunn, let me hear from your comment, good buddy.
Well, you know what, T-Mac, what bothers me is I can go to another store in another neighborhood. And like your guest said, you know, it's in the urban neighborhoods. Okay. And they're trying and testing it out on us. Mm-hmm. And like the caller just said, it is an addiction, you know, through a lot of people. And you know, right now, the economy is really, really hard. Folks are losing jobs, and it's hard to find a job. And when you're facing not working and needing to find a job versus an addiction to marijuana or other drugs, it makes it easy. It's the easy way out to be able to keep your addiction and still look for a job without being tested with THC. But at the same time, we're test rats.
Wow.
They're trying it out on us, and we don't have enough sense to look and say, man, this is, first of all, if marijuana is bad, this has to be just as bad or worse.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah, I totally agree with your guest. I think that we're being used as test pigs and, you know, test mice, and we need to wake up, man. Wake up ourselves, wake up our neighborhoods, man. Wake up our communities and find out really what's going on. Because, again, you can go in Henderson and you can go in stores in Red Rock and places like that, and you don't find it. It's not there. Okay. But you come right here in our neighborhood. And again, I won't say where it is, because I don't want to blow it up and encourage folks to go there.
Right.
But you can go right here in our neighborhoods and try it out.
Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you, I went to a lab, you know, and did a little study on it, you know, because I don't smoke weed, but, you know, I'm just a natural high person. But I went to the lab, and after the experiment, I asked the person to sing a song for me. And instead of them singing, he started rapping. So that can give you the effect. Something's wrong with that stuff. So I'm going to let you know out there. You better be careful.
We get twisted.
You know, and I said, no, bro, I ain't say that. I said sing. But I'm gonna let you guys finish testing that. I'm not gonna mess with it.
You know what? That's funny, but at the same time, it's not funny. You know, at the same time, you're dealing with people are actually playing a video game with your life.
Yeah, it is.
You're allowing someone to hold a joystick to your life and actually control your life, and you never know what's in that stuff, man. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, as a community, you know, we can sit here and talk about it and be reactors, or we can be actors. And if we want to be actors, we can, you know, go find out where the drug is being sold, find out who's manufacturing it, find out where it's coming from.
Yes.
And make our voices heard to our legislator and to our elected officials to say, hey, you know, as a community, we don't agree with this product being sold only in our community. We don't want to be the test lab.
Right. And, you know, I'm not going to say no names, but you got people out there that's, you know, that's sponsoring the kids, donating the kids, and all of a sudden they're selling it out their store. Come on now. You need to pull it back now. Pull it back.
Keep it real.
Now, we're going to get up out of here and show some love, though. Anthony, AJ, DJ Thumb, I appreciate you guys, you know, with the comments and everything. And Las Vegas, let's wake up. Parents, let's go inside these kids' rooms while they at school and find out what's going on. Until next time, this is your boy T-Mac. One love. We gone.
Cool.
Still got 2 minutes.
Well, you want to put the music on.
Good show.
Nice.
This is T from the T-Mac story.
There we go.
Head up and never give up.
And never give up. Hey, not always a popular thing to talk about. Community interaction and the way they place all the products in the liquor stores and the pawn shops and the gun shops all next to each other. And now guess what, man? They're bringing another product in for everybody else to be trying to get hooked on and get away with it.
Right.
You know what? And like you were saying, T, get involved. Get in that kid's room when he's checking it out.
Right.
You know what I do all the time, man? On a weekly, and I never tell my grandkids or my nephew when I'm doing it.
Right.
I do the backpack shakedown. I strip it all the way down to the threads, boss. Because I don't care what's in there. If it's a note about a girl, if it's a note about a drug, we got to find out what's up.
That's it. You heard it from James Bond. The T-Mac story.
Hey, you know, T? I didn't even know they had that stuff out there. I didn't know what it is, what it looks like, nothing.
Yeah.
What you brought to me today,
Right.
I'm not even watching out for the grandkids or the nephews or the younger kids in my family if they have it or not. So I need to probably run down to one of these stores and at least see what it is so I know to recognize it. Because, you know,
Exactly.
a lot of times a kid will be running around smoking a cigarette somewhere and he don't take, you know, who thinks about it when you see a younger kid or a young teenager smoking a cigarette? But he's probably got some stuff in there, bro, and he's walking around more buzz, more high. Who knows what it's going to cause? This guy's going to pull out a gun, stab somebody, or freak out. I have no idea.
Exactly.
But I got to recognize it. I got to thank you for letting me know what's up at least so I can go investigate a little bit more.
There you go. And it's been out since 2002, and you would think that it just made it on the market, but it's been out there for a long time. So right now we just wanted to bring a little awareness to the people out there, especially the parents. Let's find out, you know, go inside these kids' rooms and see, you know, or you can just mainly just watch the child and you can see his reactions and his movements, and that kind of tells a lot too. So, you know, just keep it real positive so we can save these kids in the community. And I dressed up today like Bond, James Bond, 007. We're on a mission.
See the shoes?
That's right. You see these shoes right here all the way. Doing it. We saved the kids today on Highway 88, Soul School Station, the T-Mac Story Morning Show. We'll see you next time.
Stay off the fake dope.
Until then, peace.
And stay off the fake dope.
And stay off that fake dope.